Geocachers, it's time to celebrate your achievement. Introducing the brand new QR Challenge GeoCoins, designed to honor your dedication to one of the toughest geocaching challenges out there. Each coin represents a completed loop of the QR Challenge, marking your journey through the history of geocaching. Whether you've conquered Loop 1, Loop 2, Loop 3, or gone all the way to Loop 4, there's a coin for you. These stunning geocoins were designed by renowned coin artist Christian Mackey, known for his incredible craftsmanship and attention to detail. And at just $25 each, they're a must-have for any serious cacher. Don't wait. Grab yours today in the Geocache Talk Shop and show the world that you've mastered the QR Challenge.
A stunning symbol of adventure, community, and storytelling. Its bold design shines with vibrant colors and a cool retro look. It's more than just a coin. It's a badge of geocaching passion. You can be part of the journey by supporting Geocache Talk on Patreon. Your patronage helps create inspiring shows, grow the community, and keep the adventure going. Join the network at patreon.com/geocachetalk.
Hello, and welcome to Challenge Talk, part of the Geocache Talk Network. You can watch the show live on the second Tuesday of each month. Feel free to jump over to YouTube or Facebook to watch the broadcast live and join the wonderful and active chat room, or listen to the entire show later on your favorite podcast player or YouTube.
And tonight, we left that in the show notes. Oh, we have this guy.
Yeah.
CheekyBrit.
CheekyBrit's with us.
We're going to talk all about challenges, changes to challenges, Venn diagram about challenges, and maybe some secrets will be spilled.
Very exciting. It's going to be good. And we also have prizes to give away each show to our listeners. Between each show, be sure to email your challenge cache finds to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com and you could be a winner.
Later in the show, we'll play our special game exclusively for our live audience, the Wheel of Challenges. So, listen live, get your email app ready, follow the instructions when the time comes so you can have a chance at winning tonight's grand prize.
And at the end of the show, we'll highlight some of the challenge caches you found, and someone will win our coveted monthly giveaway. So, hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey, welcome, Matt.
Yeah, glad to have you with us.
Glad to be here.
Good. And
so we put another month in the books.
Yeah,
and
it has been.
Emily, how'd you do?
It was a good month. It was finally not a quiet month. So I took that birthday caching trip to Washington, and it was great. You know, I went to Bounce Bounce's event, hosted also by Goblin Dust. They have some of the best, most creative caches in the Northwest. So that was very fun. I did geo tours in Issaquah and Fremont. I did the HQ 2.0 geo tour. I saw Northwest trolls. Love those trolls, the Dambo trolls. So it was a lot of fun. And let me tell you what, Tim, this was really fun. I went to HQ the day after Pizza Talk in prime time.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so that was really cool.
About it?
And you know what? Just one day later, we had a Pizza Talk reunion. So several Pizza Talk contributors met up randomly on the sidewalk outside of HQ, and that was just great.
Oh,
and then,
so much fun.
Let me tell you what, Brian gave us a tip to head over to the pizza shop across from HQ and to try this pizza.
Wow,
and this pizza,
huge.
It was huge. And they had those little pepperoni grease cups that Brian said he liked. Yeah, yep. So we got to have some of Brian's neighborhood pizza, at least Fremont neighborhood pizza. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And I got to tell you guys, I said my birthday. I came in to work the day before my Washington road trip. My coworkers blew my birthday gift out of the park. It was amazing. I came into signs everywhere, and they brought a bag in first thing, and the bag had a cipher on it. and a message. You guys, I think I had to decipher like 5, 6 messages that led me to do different things. It ultimately led me to the kitchen where I got into the fridge where my cake was. And then the cake led me to decipher a clue to find a cache, which was also in the kitchen. And my coworkers, they're just amazing. They wanted to give me the best experience possible. They wanted to hide me a real cache, but they were like, I'm sorry, we don't know how to do that. So they did the next best thing. I ultimately found this, maybe you've seen these before, this can of peaches, which is like a safe, like a tricky home safe, you know?
Yeah, a can of beans.
With another gift inside. You guys, my coworkers gave me the best geocaching birthday send-off for my geocaching trip. It was just great. I had a lot of fun.
And I'm so sorry. I remembered your birthday. I have it in my calendar. And I was like, why didn't I send a message to Emily on her birthday? When was that? And I didn't. I realize now when it was. That was a big day of event. And I kind of remember that
it was very
to leave early or later in the morning. And I got a text when I woke up that said, we're leaving in 10 minutes. And I was like, okay. So I didn't even look at the calendar anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed your birthday.
Oh, no worries. It was a fabulous day running around Port Orchard, Washington, doing things that Bounce and Goblin Dust set up for us to do in different stores in town. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. How was your month?
Relaxing.
Good. You had one of my normal months.
Yes, and I was so glad it was over. August 2nd was the end of Camp Myco. We were able to get everything wrapped up, everything given back to the suppliers that we needed to. We didn't run into any obstacles with insurance or law enforcement.
Good.
Everything went very, very well. I had the opportunity to read through all of the magnificent logs that people put on the event. So it was great. And I took a well-deserved rest. The only thing that I really did was, and that was on your birthday, is we went out and did 120 odd caches in a GeoArt about 20 miles away. So,
awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool. But I'm now preparing for the next epic adventure, which begins on September 27th.
So soon.
I'm headed to the Baltic Sea for a cruise. We're going to spend 2 days in Sweden. We then go to Helsinki, Finland, where there was a group of Finns that came to my event. And I'm holding an event in Helsinki, and they're coming to my event.
Oh, I love it.
So that's great. We're going to hit Estonia, Latvia, Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands, England, Belgium, and finally France.
Love it. Oh, Tim,
I'm going to be toast on the next meeting, but it's
because you're coming in right before the next challenge talk, right?
I am, right before.
And when I say right
talk,
before, I mean right before.
Yes, and we looked it up. It's about 4:00 in the morning in Helsinki right now. So I'm going to be sleeping and I have no idea what the jet lag is going to do to us. But
all right.
I'm looking forward to that.
We'll carry you. If you can make it to the next show, we'll carry you through.
All right, there you go. Very good. I might need some help, or I might need some toothpicks for my eyes to hold them open.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to change things around just a little bit tonight. Because we've got so much content, and we want to get Matt involved in the show as soon as we can, because we'd rather hear him than me. But I wanted to go over the challenges for this month and know that we now have 48,524 active challenges in the world. And again, I do that by searching on the one geocaching attribute, challenge cache attribute. Now that went up 634 from, so we can't get near that 1,000 mark, but we get around the 500-600 mark. The United States is up to 18,737, so we are ready to go flying in the United States with our 737.
All right, I love it.
Yeah. Top 5 remains the same. internationally, we remain the same. Nobody moving around yet. But just good numbers month over month.
Yeah. And I forgot that was another part of my month. I actually found some challenge caches since I was on the road. I don't normally get to find challenge caches. I don't need to submit a prize, but I got to find the Washington Jasmer. So that was fun. That's been on my list for a little while. So I got another Jasmer challenge in. All right. So we've got some fun news to share. Let's start with this announcement.
Announcing the Cache Odyssey GeoCoin, a tribute to exploration, accessibility, and the journey we share as a global geocaching community. Each coin represents your support and participation in the Cache Odyssey project and Geo Tours, a nationwide effort to create handicap-accessible geocaches and ensure that everyone can experience the joy of the hunt. With stunning artwork, the Cache Odyssey GeoCoin captures both the spirit of geocaching and the heart of the Geocache Talk network. Whether you're adding it to your personal collection or gifting it to a fellow geocacher, this coin is more than just metal. It's a symbol of unity, inclusion, and adventure. And at just $20 each, it's an affordable way to both celebrate your passion and support the future of accessible caching. Don't wait. Supplies are limited. Grab yours today in the Geocache Talk shop and carry a piece of the Cache Odyssey with you wherever your adventures take you.
So how about that beautiful coin? My breath caught the first time I saw that coin because that is just a gorgeous metal, gorgeous colors, beautiful raised metal depths. I love it. I love that coin. So if you are a Cache Odyssey fan, you can't wait to get your hands on these coins. They are available now in the Geocache Talk Etsy shop. And so we're going to have that link in the show notes. Basically, you can go to Etsy and search Geocache Talk shop. We also have the Jasmer coins available, loops 1, 2, and 3, trackable and non-trackable. So even if you can't find Geocache Talk shop for any reason, search Jasmer and it'll take you to those coins. But like I said, we'll have the links in the show notes for those. They shouldn't be hard to find. Lovely coins.
And I can't figure out. There's my comment button. I was trying to figure out where I could bring this up. The Lori Seebeck tribe. She's
already got hers ordered.
Thanks, Lori. Why was I not surprised by that?
Yeah, it is so gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Yeah. I don't know if this is helpful. There's the Etsy address on our banner there.
On the banner page.
Yeah. All right. And just a quick reminder, you still have time to plan your last minute trip, if it's last minute for you, to the Oregon Block Party. That's going to be this weekend. So I think I deleted the banner for that and I don't have one to show, but it is GCB32PD. I don't imagine there's too many more block parties, so you can hopefully easily find that if you search for block parties on the website. That's from 10 to 4, I believe, on Saturday. So hope to see you there. I'll be a part of a panel with other podcasters and lackeys, and there's going to be so many fun things that they have planned. And
I'm going to say, it sounds like a wonderful
event.
I wish I could get out west.
Yeah, I know. A new Oregon Adventure Lab art, very close by on I-5, has been slowly publishing, and it'll be fully complete by Saturday. So I'm looking forward to doing that too, to commemorate the day.
All right. And part of our news would not be complete if we didn't bring up the changes to the guidelines.
Right. Shortly after our show last month, there were changes posted in the forum. So many of you may have seen these, but they kind of take your breath away, huh? Huh, guys? Let's talk about them.
They do.
Yeah.
I do. So, to review what I brought up on the screen, I brought up the official announcement from HQ, and this has not gotten wide notice. I mean, those of us that are into challenges spread the word very quickly, but HQ did a forum announcement. They changed the guideline page, and that's it. It's been very quiet on their part. So the first one I get. You can no longer publish a challenge based on the not chosen size. And I don't remember when it was, maybe back even in 2017, that a new cache publishing had to have a size chosen. It could be an unknown size, but it had to have a size chosen. And so not chosen was not a valid criteria.
Okay.
And so
and what year did you guess? 17?
I'm guessing 2017 after the moratorium was lifted.
Okay, so that's been 7 years.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I reserve the right to be absolutely wrong.
Of course. This is ballpark.
But not chosen went away at some point in our past. And so it cannot be selectable anymore. I know we've had a discussion in the show about how to find a not chosen cache size, and it's not simple to find either. So taking that away, I have no problem with. I understand.
No, I
there's
understand
not many
this
of them
one.
left, and you can't create any more.
Right. So it's not sustainable as a in time. It will be harder and harder to qualify based on that piece of criteria. So this next one is the one that made us all do a double take, I think.
I think so, and I was going to leave that one for last.
Oh,
I wanted to jump to the third
Okay,
one.
jump to the third one, Tim.
Because I mean, it's almost as inflaming. So if you specify a challenge criteria as an event, that is the only criteria that can be used. And we have, the number might be very close to 50 now, that is meet us in X, where X is a state. So meet us in Hawaii. All you need to do to qualify for the challenge is to attend one event in Hawaii. That no longer qualifies under this challenge because you're saying it's an event. And the second qualifier is the state. Mm-hmm. You could apparently, and we need to get clarification on some of these, you can say X number of regular events, F number of CETO events, X number of lost and found events in order to qualify for the challenge. But if it's an event, you can't add a second criteria to it.
Yeah.
And then my favorite one of all is only one attribute can be specified. And I know Matt is absolutely cringing for people that can't see him.
Tell us why, Matt.
I'll breathe for a minute here, Matt, so you can chime in. But holy moly, this one I don't understand. I don't understand why. Which is something that I always try to look at. And some of my favorite challenges are let's go camping, which you put the camping attribute on there, you put the campfire attribute on there, maybe you put the ATV attribute on there, or swimming. And it's like, let's go outdoors, and you have to meet this series of attributes. No more.
Yeah. And I've said it many times. I love when people create a theme, like you're saying, but like even more unexpected. I always go back to the first one that was really themed out unexpectedly, the Sound of Music challenge, where different attributes matched up the different songs in the musical, and I was just like, oh my goodness, you wouldn't expect this attribute related to geocaching to be a Sound of Music song related, but it was, and that was just so incredibly creative. And I think that just squashed so much creativity in one swipe.
So Matt, you're working on a GeoArt of challenges, right? Did I remember from our last show that you had that on your to-do list?
Yes, indeed. 217 challenges arranged in a QR code GeoArt.
Which sounds so cool. 217. And
And over half of them are disqualified by these new rules.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
So I'm getting creative. And my new creations are hit and miss. Some get through and some get shot down. My review is great. Everyone praise your local reviewers. They're doing the best they can. It goes up to the headquarters super secretive reviewer forum. And at that level, which is like the Supreme Court of geocaching, at that level, they're getting shot down, some of them.
Yeah, I guess we should preface the rest of our discussion with this is no reflection on any of the reviewers anywhere in the world.
No, this is just us having feelings as passionate geocachers. You know, we don't have any insight on the discussion that brought forth these changes. We're just having some authentic reactions and what it means for us. You know, it means for Matt, over half of these 217 had to be reworked. It was a major kink in his creative process.
You know,
but also hopefully platform for additional creativity. I feel like I would be stumped if that many got squashed at once. But
yeah, I would be beside myself. I mean, and like I said, with the first one not chosen, I understand. There's a limited number of caches available, and that number continues to shrink. Mm-hmm. Every day that a not chosen cache goes away, that criteria is less and less attainable. But this one doesn't make sense to me, and that's what I have trouble wrapping my head around. Tell me why. And they want to eliminate confusion. Well, that's what a geochecker's for. The geochecker says, yes, I pass, or no, I don't. And if I don't pass, hopefully the checker tells me where I'm deficient. And I've worked enough with challenge checkers because of our Cache Fest. You know, our Cache Fest challenges are always outside the box. They are not publishable in any form or fashion. Never have been.
We take the liberties.
Never
there.
will be.
Right.
But I work with a great programmer at Project GC, and he does his wizardry and comes up with our checker that checks all those strange things. That's it. If you can describe the challenge to the checker and they can build it, it should qualify regardless of where the guidelines are, because it's a red light or a green light.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. It
yeah.
sure feels that way. It sure
so
feels
anyway,
like that.
I'm off my rant. Sorry. All right. Man, you now have a bunch of work to do if you want to publish that GeoArt.
Oh, yes.
How are you planning to tackle this?
An excellent question, sir. Last time I was on, I showed you some of the tools I use to look at different criteria of a cache. The size, the type, the day it was hidden, weekday it was found, all these different things. And I'll look at the intersections and make a challenge that way. I'm relying on that very heavily to try and find challenges that I've never seen before. So definitely outside of my area. So I'm not making a duplicate one locally. But a lot of these just don't exist yet. It's by necessity, though. Looks like we flashed up one of the styles I have come up with to solve this very problem, as they restrict certain areas, which is going to focus elsewhere. There's still some to be made. The Venn diagram.
Okay, and I thought we were going there, and so because my computer is the one directly attached to the internet, I'm the guy that displays all the images. So I was getting ahead of myself. So let me add it to the stage, and you can describe what we're looking at.
Oh boy! So I love me a good Venn diagram. I've made some all the way up to level 8, which gets ridiculous. I can add those in the show notes. So here you've got 3 different criteria. One being, is it traditional or not? So is it regular size or not? Is it in the state of Washington or not? And so that makes 3 yes or no categories. So there's 8, 2 to the power of 3, 8 different geocaches you need to find. One that's the binary yes or no, every combination of those 3. And so that's an example of my personal qualifications. This one is live. It's in Washington right now. It'd be cruel if it wasn't, since it requires Washington.
Right.
As I look this over, let's walk through it. So I need to find one traditional cache to start the qualification process.
Just one. Like, it doesn't matter where.
Doesn't matter where. Just have to find a traditional cache.
Mm-hmm.
But then, and then I need to qualify singularly for the other two, which would be one regular sized cache and one cache in Washington.
Yes.
Okay.
So
and the extra qualifier there is it's a non-traditional cache in Washington.
That's right.
Okay. So one each of those. And then I'm going to add a layer to that, which is find a cache that meets two of the criteria. So I have to find a traditional regular, a regular in Washington that's not a traditional, and a traditional in Washington.
That's right. And with that, the traditional regular that's not the one in Washington, it specifically has to not be in Washington. It has to be outside the Washington category.
Or else it would qualify. Yeah, it would. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. So you'll see in the top of the diagram, I did the webcam in London next to the Beatles. Whoop, whoop. That one, it's not traditional, it's not regular, and it's not in Washington.
So it doesn't qualify for any of these, but it is a qualifier for the challenge that you need one of those.
So,
and then the third level of this is what you've listed here on the cache page as the Iron Horse. The Iron Horse is a regular, traditional in the state of Washington.
That's right.
Now, once I've got those 8 caches, I now qualify to claim the smiley once I sign the log.
There you go.
Okay.
I like to think of it as every geocache in the world ever will fit in one of the 8 spots on this diagram. So look at the multi-cache just down the road from me. It's not going to be inside the green traditional section. It's going to be in one of the other areas, one of the other, how many is it? 8 parts of the diagram. It's not in Washington, so it's going to be outside of the blue circle, but it is size regular. So the multi-cache near me, it could go where I've got the ET Highway one, the letterbox.
Okay.
So every geocache ever can help you towards this challenge. Now, it's like slicing up all the challenge caches ever into 8 sections. And some of them are quite small, like the traditional regular Washington. Right. Only a few fit in that category.
Right, in relation to the whole world. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Math class was a very long time ago. Can you make a more complicated Venn diagram?
Oh boy. Is there a way for me to share my screen? Because I thought you might ask this.
I think you can. Do you have it down at the bottom of your screen?
Present. Okay.
Yes, good. Go ahead.
Yes, present.
Here we go.
Okay, we'll give this a try. I'm going to take mine off the present.
Here it comes.
Pressure's on.
Pressure is on.
I see it, and I can add you to the stage.
Oh, my goodness.
This was my initial submission.
That's probably not even as complicated as it can get.
Oh, probably not. So, now, Matt, would you resize that window, make it narrower? There you go.
Perfect.
If you make it narrower, it'll get bigger. And now it's more legible for our community at home. So you started with, you have 5 things here. You have a non-traditional, Idaho, even month hitted. Now that would be a 2468 thing?
Bingo.
Okay. A regular or a large, and a terrain greater than 2.
There we go.
So you have to find one of those 5 things all by itself. Then you have to find one that shares one other of the 5 in common, 3 of the 5 in common, 4 of the 5 in common, and then 5 of the 5, right?
which would be that middle one right there.
That middle one right there.
So these were my finds for this challenge. And I managed to, I spent ages trying to design this so I could get the 10 local qualifiers. I put it past my reviewer and they were just like, nope, absolutely not. Way too confusing.
This is not simple. And if you go back, yes, to that post that we were just talking about, they are talking about how, quote, per the guidelines, challenge requirements should be simple, easy to explain, follow, and document. So yeah, this does get a little out of the simple and easy to explain realm.
And I was planning on going further.
Fun.
It's fun.
And if you can write a checker for it, it's a green light or a red light. It doesn't require any explanation other than that, unless you're trying to figure out which ones you need.
What you need to
and
achieve
what
the green
qualifies.
light. Yes,
exactly.
That's going to be the problem.
Might get a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Could you handle a mini Venn diagram segue for where I was going to go?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I did this level 5 as a test the waters with my local reviewer to see if they'd handle more complicated ones. Everyone's familiar with level 1 Venn diagrams, yes or no. Level 2, that's great. Level 3, a little more interesting. That's the one that we have right now.
Okay. And what we're showing on the screen for our listeners at home is that we're showing one circle and then 2 circles and 3 circles, which we brought up.
And how they intersect.
Now you brought up the 4th circle.
Yes. So here, 4 circles intersecting, and you can have every combination of 1, 2, 3, or 4 of them. But a lot of people mess it up. It's totally doable. Level 5, the one I showed, this is different stuff. This is just non-geocaching Venn diagrams for fun. But they go further. Here's level 6. It starts to get messy. Feel free to pause when you watch the YouTube video afterwards if you want to check this out.
Right, and viewers at home, I'm sorry, I don't have words for this other than there
are no words to describe what we're looking at.
Intersecting with each other,
Level 7. So this one is names that do or do not include various letters, and this took a while to build. And then you can go level 8. It just gets absolutely nuts.
Yeah, and if the reviewer is not going to let you do 5, there's no way they're letting you do any more than that.
Right.
So, no way.
No.
So
have you
3.
Have you had any trouble getting these checkers written, or is it pretty straightforward for whoever's helping you out, or are you working with one checker script writer?
There is one absolute hero that most of us will be on a first name basis with, B. Muzzin. The man, the legend. A lot of the time you'll be writing a checker and one of the great checker workers over at Project GC will say, I'm stuck. Where's B. Muzzin? He's like the top dog on this.
All right.
He was the one who managed to crack the code on making a Venn diagram checker.
So if we go to the checker request forum and say we have a Venn diagram, probably the others are going to ignore the request and leave it for him.
This is the great part. He likes to make his checkers adaptable. So a person who isn't too familiar with the Lua coding program, who's pretty new at scripting, they can look at his checker and just change the criteria for the 3 sections, and it's built, ready to go.
All right.
Wow.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
usurp you here for a minute, Matt. I'm going to take your drawing away.
Oh, do it. I didn't know how to end it.
And I'm going to bring up my screen again because I'm going to keep it simple. I got to find it, and there it is. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen this time. So now I did your Then I Come Around challenge. So this is the 3, which is interesting. So I ran the checker for my name, which I've got up here, and what I'm dumbfounded by, and I got to come over here so I can actually move my screen, is that number 1, I qualify for this challenge. So now I got to get the Pocatello to find it and sign it. Is this one up a tree? Am I going to need to bring Nels with me?
This one is up a tree. You can reach for it, but it's over in the Tri-Cities in Washington.
Oh, okay. Well, then I just have to go to Washington. But more importantly, it's got the Venn diagram in the output.
That's lovely. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So there are different colors than what you have up on the cache page. And I also found Iron Horse, which makes all 3. makes the center of the Venn diagram, but none of the others are in common with what you've got. So this is really cool. And I've got some really colors, but the part that really stunned me was the fact that, and yeah, it's right here that B. Muzzin is the one who authored this, and it's exactly what you'd want to see. It's not just a green check mark that says you qualify. It's you qualify, and here's how and why. I love that.
I always appreciate that on a checker output.
That's simply amazing.
Yeah.
So well done. Shout outs to B. Muzzin, #1, for his programming.
Woo.
And number 2, shout out to you for creating this masterpiece.
And you're as your tagline says, you're just busting challenges. You.
Yeah. Now here's one you'll like, Matt. I know you've talked with Night Owl in the forums. Night Owl is actually moving to Idaho
this weekend. I guess that means you can't make the block party, but
yeah, maybe not. So Night Owl, I guess it's up to you now to see how many of these you qualify. Can you find them?
Yeah, because
make it work.
Yeah, Tri-Cities is not far from Idaho. Very good.
Right.
Hey,
and
if you're moving into
Bandit,
the Pocatello area,
checker.
I can help you move.
I have to agree. This is a checker beyond words.
Yeah. Yeah. So Matt, you are making this 217 challenges GeoArt that will ultimately look like a QR code on the map. That sounds so cool. And so is it, like you said, you had to like diversify. So you had some attribute challenges. So they're not all going to be all Venn diagrams or all one type of challenge. Is that correct? Okay.
That's right. The current listing of things that are still waiting to be reviewed, 15 of them are Venn diagram challenges. And I'm trying to avoid duplicating. So often you'll have gold, silver, bronze version of a challenge. I'm trying to make them each unique one from another.
All right.
Just to make it harder and more interesting for people coming through. Because now, this series is in the desert.
Are you going to have challenges for the beginner challenger? And then the more advanced challenge?
Absolutely. My hope is to have as much of the DT grid filled as is realistic possible.
Yeah.
And there's no terrain 5 options in the place I'm at, nor is there terrain 1, 1.5. But everything else, I've got 6 terrain ratings. I'm doing all the difficulties and all the sizes leading up to larges. My house is full of buckets painted sandalwood color.
Back there. Wow.
That's amazing. And you said this is going to be all out in the desert.
Yes. I have concerns of filling the game board with challenges which are slightly more geared away from beginners, even though there's beginner challenges. And I don't want to block that space other people could want to use to hide their first. So I found a spot of land nobody wants.
Perfect.
Do we want to visit the spot of land? I guess
it is tranquil. It's peaceful. Every time I've been there, I've seen deer, and it's a delight. It's on BLM property. I spoke with them. This project waited 3 months while I waited to get the green light from them. So it should have been published by now, but didn't start until
that was going to be another one of my questions. Do you have are they all going to sit and wait and publish together for the GeoArt?
I'm not entirely sure. None of them are. Only about 20 are placed, approved, fully fleshed out and ready to go. And so this is the point where I need to ask that question to our live audience. Would you guys rather have all of a GeoArt publish at once, or would you want it to trickle out? It means more people can get the first to find, but the first people, you've got to go back and revisit.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
What kind of? That's probably not a big deal.
Yes, to some of the dedicated ones, we've got one piece of input so far, all at once.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, and welcome back to the show, Jim. I appreciate you being here. No, and I remember back in the day, it might have been just after the caches were held, in that I got a survey from headquarters talking about challenges. And one of our local guys, who I didn't know real well, he took this entire park and filled it with challenges. And this was before I was a challenge junkie. I mean, I was new to really challenging, and I wrote in and said, yeah, why should you be allowed to take every square inch of a park and not have any room for anybody else? And so, yeah, I think challenges need to be adjusted. And I was a rookie, and I was, naive, and I'm not nearly as addicted as I am now. And now I understand that why shouldn't you, if no one else has taken that place, why should you not publish something in it? And it is really hard to get something published in Michigan, in my area right now, because there's so many caches and what we're getting are 1.5 pill bottles on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
And those aren't interesting to me in any level.
And you may change the landscape of the game in your area by inspiring people to do something that starts to be a heavy percentage of what's available to find.
Yeah. So it does appear that we're getting more and more consensus that publishing them a chunk at a time.
Yeah, so I'm seeing 2 different comments. Acorn Mama, maybe in chunks, like 20 at a time. And Tyva 28, I'd like chunks published over time. So there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
It doesn't help for the, the traveling cacher. I know we did that for Camp MyGo. We published a number of caches every day because we wanted, and we published them throughout the day because we wanted the opportunity for a lot of people to have an FTF. And one of the biggest complaints we got about that was the fact that people caching with a GPS who download the coordinates before going out didn't see the new ones. Okay, well, I'm sorry. That's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is just that. Publishing them all at once.
Yeah, Geocaching Ninja says all at once. So we're kind of 50-50 with that comment. Yeah.
I think we're all agreed, though. We the 1.5 pill bottle along the side of the road in Michigan, there's too many of those. In fact, they've spilled over into Idaho. Here's one of them now. Let me send it back to you. It's coming back to you, Tim. Here you go.
There you go. Send it back, will you? Yeah, put it on the train back. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It is. It's hard. And I really like, they don't have to be challenge caches. Okay. Don't get me wrong. The challenge cache, yes, I'm addicted. Yes, I love to find them. Yes, but I qualify for so many of them because I've been in the game for so long. I really like a cache that goes back to the old roots. Take me someplace that's interesting. Show me something interesting. I mean, I just went to a cache the other day where you take your credit card, you slide it in, and it pushes the door lock and opens the door. I was like, This is fantastic, because I've not seen one of these in years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great. So show me something unique. Put some effort into it. Show me, give me a reason to be where I'm at, not just because it's a stop sign that's 428 feet from another sign. And I think your Venn diagram, actually, Matt, is incredible for that. I really look forward to seeing the full challenge trail. I really hope I can get to Pocatello, or even, I just need to get to Oregon. I was listening to Mountain Bike this morning on a podcast, and I really want to get to his GC25 up there.
Very cool.
Oh, you've got to dig for it. I went and there was too much snow.
Already?
Strategic timing.
So you got to go in May or
September.
June, right? Okay.
September, August.
All right.
Okay.
And Matt, you shared with us 16 different Venn diagrams.
Yes.
We put all of those in the show notes so people can click through and not just look at that Washington State one, but get some inspiration. I'm seeing combinations of where I goes, size other, stealth required attribute, size small, terrain 4.5, and the parking nearby attribute. Here's one, unknown cache, Bannock County, Idaho, and terrain 4. So you're just finding multiple things to mix up in a bowl and make them intersect.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love it. Now wait a minute. We're going to have to explore more about this particular comment from Jane Doe.
Yep.
A small world. So yeah, you're obviously not American. You're not Australian. Sorry, I don't want to, yes. So you're from that other land that I'm gonna visit Tilbury, and we'll probably get over to London. So I am gonna visit that country. She's Canadian. You both married Americans?
Yes. So while I do have my US passport card here, I was born British. It's true. And so I married into the Witt family in Minneapolis. She worked with my father-in-law. Her ex-husband worked with my father-in-law. And then my late aunt-in-law, she worked with her in a different place as well. So when I met her at some events I hosted over in Minnesota that were like rope ascending up a tree, terrain 5, real crowd drawing events.
Yeah.
We found out we knew each other.
That's amazing.
Small world. So yeah, and she just said that you did an FDF letterbox. Turned out to be on the father-in-law's property. That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Jane.
From the information you have, you now know where my father-in-law lives because it's at his house.
Somewhere in Minnesota. Not on the other side of the world. So like I said, I'm just giddy over this cruise that we're taking because everything that I've seen in my life is no older than the 1800s, and here I'm going to places in the world where it's thousands of years is what they measure it. And so we're coming into Tilbury where there's I think one cache right at the dock, so we're going to have to get a lift into London to be able to see. Now, I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get there. I have no idea how long we're going to be in port and what I have to do, but I am going to at least see London, and I hope to get to Westminster Abbey and at least see a little bit. So, no, Jane, don't be sorry you mentioned it. It was great. We love, the geocaching community is such a small world. Like I said, I'm going to Finland. I'm meeting people who came here. Some people from Copenhagen that I've met several times over here. They're going to be on vacation when I get there, unfortunately. So they're not going to be it, but I'm going to see them. A friend that's here, their grandson lives in Denmark. So when I do get to Copenhagen, he's going to be there. He's going to place a cache so that we have an opportunity at my event to get a first to find in another country.
Country. How fun.
This is such a small world
is.
that we feed on this, and this is amazing.
Yeah, it's great. So Matt, any other thoughts to leave us with on what's been inspiring you or what we can do with your amazing ideas, your brain busting ideas?
I'm just a mirror of the stuff I see. It's the brilliance in the geocaching challenge community that I'm just sending back out there.
Right.
Actually, yes. If you'd like to come and try it in person, of course, you can always come to an area where I've got challenges, which is multiple states at this point. I'm trying to spread my influence.
Yeah, you travel quite a bit, and challenges can be placed anywhere as long as you can get somebody to maintain them for you.
Contractor for work, it helps for geocaching.
Yeah.
I'm hosting a fairly large event that I hope will one day make it to a status I'm not supposed to say, or I can get disqualified in the application process.
That word.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Pocatello, it's coming up soon, isn't it?
When is your fairly large event?
On my birthday, November 15th.
Woohoo! Another birthday event. That's great.
All right, so tell us about it. What is the GC code?
It is GCBA0B5. You can see it here on this GeoCoin. Oh, hello. Where are we? There we are. That's the GC code.
GC
BA0.
BA0.
All right.
Um,
And that is
there
that
we
is
are.
a party in Pocatello?
And it's currently designed as a rappelling clinic. So it'll be a very social event, 6 hours long. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun stuff. But
So if I
including-
show up, you would put me on some ropes and I could do some things.
bring nothing but yourself, clothing, shoes,
Please.
and whether appropriate, we'll get you down the cliff. And it just so happens to be next to my first geocache, which is a Terrain 5 rappel cache. It's also the same cliffs I proposed at.
Oh, how
Oh,
sweet.
all right.
And you'll be able to get your hands on these path tags, which match together to make the picture of the area.
That is so
There
fun.
you go. Oh, look at that. That is so
Mm.
much fun. Those look like flash tags.
Oh, yes, flash tags indeed.
Flash tags, not path tags.
We're learning our new language as our
Yeah.
community
language of it.
changes. Yeah.
Yeah, flash tags are U.S. made and slightly less expensive. So,
Yeah. And they ship
They
to
got a-
you very quickly.
Yeah,
These
they
are the
got a
things
They
we've
do.
learned.
going for them.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like an amazing event. I'll have to check my calendar, see if that's something I can put on it. But wow. Neat.
Yeah, Pocatello is a little far from November 15th. I'll be back in town that day. I don't think I can get out to Idaho, though. My travel budget's severely limited now.
After a big
so
cruise
disappointed.
like that. Yeah, that's all right. That's going to be super amazing. All right. Well,
Is it time?
it's time.
Hey, I'm the Bruce Zero. I'm from Ontario in Canada, and it is time for the Wheel of Challenges.
All right.
Very good. And Jeff created our Wheel of Challenges for us way back in the beginning. And so it is time to play. One live viewer each month will be selected to face off against the wheel to have a challenge, have a chance to win the grand prize of a 1-year membership on Project GC. And we do ask that you limit yourself to 3 total lifetime wins. So your challenge. Get your email ready. You want to email challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com with the subject spin me and your geocaching username in brackets with your answer to this question. Ready? How
ready.
many attributes may be specified in a challenge cache? All right, I'm going to go to the email.
I think I know what the answer to
Tim's
this is.
pulling
I'm
up
bringing
the
up I'm bringing up the wheel. The wheel's up.
And we're going to see who has the first submitted correct answer. All right. Matt, I haven't rappelled in years and years, and it was a very small adventure, and it made me know I want to do more of this. So, man, I didn't know your event was going to be around rappelling, even though you showed us those flash tags before the show. I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but boy,
No,
Boy, that
I
would be
repelled
fun.
once in my life. I'm an old fat guy. I don't repel anymore.
Well, if you
I'm
want-
not going to say I would rappel with grace, but I sure want to do it.
That one's 30 feet. We've got much bigger ones in Pocatello. Here's a geocache of mine that's 180-foot rappel. It's just insane.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not up for that. We have some rappelling areas here in Michigan. One over near Lansing, in particular, that a lot of people like, and they do free climbing on it as well. It's not terribly high, but it is good for both activities. And I look at it and go, "Yep, not for me."
All right. Well, we have our first correct answer from Buzz82. So, Buzz82, we are going to spin that wheel and see what challenge we land on and see if you qualify based on all of your
Right.
geocaching finds.
I don't think Buzz has been in before, so that's
I
great.
don't think so.
Oh,
Not to
keep
my
going,
memory.
keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, all right.
You went right over the 5 into the 2.5
2.5.
difficulty. All right.
Dreadful challenge. GC4 PWX8. And what is this one about? Caches at the posted coordinates. The challenge is to find 35 caches that contain dreadful words. Oh, so this is a 2013 challenge. So this is no longer
Pre-moratorium,
allowed.
but someone did create a challenge checker, which is how we're going to know if you qualify. So this is a difficulty 2.5 rated by the owner, but a difficulty of 69 rated by the challenge checker. That's quite a difference. Let's see what happens when we run it.
He does not qualify.
Let's see. What does it say? Does it give us output 25?
Yes,
and it
does.
required
25 out of 35.
Mm.
And what's again, the reason this one doesn't qualify is because it's word based. But the checker knows what those 35 words are, or actually there's more words than 35, I think. They just need 35 caches that contain those words. And so they work it out. I don't see any. This is one of those that got into some trouble because you could put a word in a word, and whether it would come up or not, and that would the cache owners would say no, this doesn't qualify because it has to be the specific word, and people would say, well, I have that specific word. It's kind of like, I don't know, Red Robin or Riding Hood or something like that. You need to have hood, and a riding hood is not a hood. So anyway, he's got 25 out.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, the chat is buzzing with, I love these kind of challenges. I miss these. I wish we could still publish them. Kind of the same sentiment as we talked about earlier. There can be a checker. Why can't we have it? So we're not here with your answers, but I think a lot of us do share the same sentiments when we see one of these, I guess we can call them retro challenge types.
Retro challenges. I mean, the bookmark challenges. I used to create a bookmark list, and
so many.
I remember looking, and I had fun looking at all my past caches and being able to figure it out. So yeah, I mean, and everybody's different. Again, I know that HQ is trying to please a wide audience of participants,
as well as making things doable for the reviewers who are putting in their time, sorting through all of this information for us.
Right. Let's make it easy on the reviewers as we can.
Yeah. So Buzz82, thank you for sending that in. I'm glad you were the first one chosen. And now you know what you need to work on in case you ever have the chance to find this cache. That's right. That's right.
Challenge completed by you too, not by me though.
Right. All right. And so now we're going to move on to our monthly challengers. Each month, we give a congratulatory shout out to listeners who email us proof of qualifying and logging a challenge cache since the last show. So remember, email your submissions to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com with the information to be entered into our prize giveaway for a Challenge Talk path tag. And we didn't have too many submissions, so maybe a reminder to send your submissions, and you got a good chance of winning.
Well, and I know Lori,
this is my favorite part.
CBEC Tribe said early in the show notes that she was on another epic adventure, and so she forgot to send hers in. So Lori will give you a pass this month, but
but yeah, she definitely achieved a lot lately.
Yes, she did. Once again,
an amazing road trip.
The first one we have is coming in from our friend Bloody Cool, and it is GC6K4GC. And this is an overstated RM challenge that, as Matt said, this is a gold level. So I don't know if it's a high level being gold.
I get the understanding that this is the highest level. So this is on that Retired Monkey Trail, and it's a tiered where you might qualify for a lower one, but need to work your way up to a higher one. And so this is the highest level of challenges for finding caches in the United States. And this is the one for 50 states.
Yep.
And Nell said, due to my trip with, I hope I say this right, Schwant, to my 50th geocaching state, North Dakota, and the Gilby Challenge series of challenge caches, I have plenty of challenge finds in August. And so this one he signed in 2020, but just qualified for it by finding a cache in all 50 states with North Dakota. So that's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
And
Congrats on that. I do not have all 50 states yet. I have a bunch of states. I need to go out and visit.
If you go to Gilby, it's not just gadgets. It's also a challenge trail. Wow. So that's great.
That's great. Doug's put a bunch out there, and I need to go visit him. So the second one is Bedstafader Skule, who I met in Arizona. And I'll let you tell us about the challenge, Emily.
All right. This is GC8GTCW, largest county in 5 states travelers challenge. And this one was hidden by a fellow listener just finding our way. So that's pretty cool when we have those crossovers. And this one is to find one or more physical caches in the largest county in each of at least 5 states. So any of the 50 states count, but you just have to hit up 5 of them. I checked for myself. I was surprised I qualified for this, having no point of reference as I traveled, which size county I was in at any given time. Hey, what do you know? I achieved this challenge. So it's funny. It's funny what we achieve without even trying or even if ever crossing our mind that we might be achieving something. Yeah.
All right, now you got me curious. Oh, I qualified
you do too. How many does it tell you? I think I had I'm gonna say the wrong number. I forget how many states I was good with, but I was surprised.
I have found it in 10 counties, and I require 5.
All right, Matt, what do you think? What do you think
I think I signed that specific challenge, and I might qualify.
All right, let's check.
CheekyBrit. And
yes. You do.
He's got 7. You have 7 counties. So there you go. Good. You're ready to go.
Very good.
Awesome.
So thank you guys for sending those in. And remember, you can only win if you submit. So send in your challenge finds from now until the next show. And this month's winner is, I'm going to say it wrong, Bedstafader Skule. Please excuse my inability to say foreign words.
I want to say that's what I remember is it's Finnish or Swedish. That it's Bedstafader Skule.
Skule. All right.
Skule. Yeah, the J kind of hides in there. As I remember. And we met, and he's got such an unusual caching name. That it was fantastic. So congratulations.
Cool. Yeah, congrats. We'll be in touch about that. All right. So again, Matt, thank you so much. Keep us posted on how your event is growing, how your QR code is developing, and how you choose to publish them, whether it's in chunks or all at once over time. Ooh, is that an image? Hey, let me make you the sole image on the screen and show us that again.
Oh boy. Here you are.
All right. Look at that.
After a survey locally, it will look much more like this, and they are bogus coordinates, which will save about 14 miles of hiking. So you're welcome.
All right. I'm going to have to get my shoes on.
Very good. All right.
And I got to bring one more up because Gary, and I didn't remember his first name, but Gary let us know. I got to go over to the other side. Gary let us know that it is. Now I got to find it here. Things keep rolling by. Nope, wrong one. This one. It's Danish, not Swedish. And
Danish for grandfather cache.
Yes.
That's kind of really cute.
So what an awesome caching name. I love it.
Yeah,
thank you, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
For dropping that in the chat room and being in the chat room.
And congratulations on the win. All right. So remember, our next show is the second Tuesday of October, which is October 14th. And show notes will be posted shortly after the show airs, both in the video description and linked in the podcast description.
And then when you see Emily at the next, what is it, block
party
event?
this weekend.
I'm Hailmeister here at Midwest GeoBash. Challenge accepted.
Or if you happen to find me maybe in Europe somewhere, you need to find the Wandering Wizard. There's a number of events on various days that were in various ports called the Wandering Wizard, Merlin 1392 in wherever.
All right.
Hey, I'm the Hiking Viking from Cleveland, Ohio, and challenge completed.
I have some goodies with me.
Very good. Very good.
So always
Challenge
remember,
busted.
thank you so much for your patronage of the show, for watching and listening. We greatly appreciate it. This show does not exist without our community.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
We greatly appreciate it. So remember, it's really not about the numbers. It's really about the challenge.
Challenge accepted. And Matt?
Challenge busted.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.